Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here today with our Project Pan. It has been a couple months, I know. So I'm finally back to it. Ended up getting sick, had some travel, things just got a little bit crazy and thus is the world. But here we are back on track. So another issue was that I was originally supposed to have measurements. I left some paperwork out and we'll just say it got destroyed. That's all we're gonna say. Roommate, cats, things happened. So now I have it in a notebook. So we'll be able to measure for the rest of the year on out and into next year. But yes, it was kind of a comedy of errors. But that does not mean that we cannot keep going because there's a lot of visuals and I'm quite proud. It's been like 2 months since the last update. So I basically had 5 of these that had various, these are the Laneige lip masks. And I had 5 of these small ones. I got through all 5. All 5 of them are now gone. They were various sizes with various amounts in them. Same size, various amounts in them. They're all gone. I have used them all. The last one was this mint one. They don't really make it much anymore. And I get it. It's not that great. It was just kind of eh. So that was a little bit tougher to get through, but I did. So the bigger things were these 2 guys right here. So this was the gingerbread, which I adored. It turns out I have a large one. I had no idea that somebody gave me the basically stocking stuffers with these 2. And then I had a large one that somebody else gave me. So I still have it. It's newer. That's great because this one was older, but it is gone. And oh, I love ginger. I love gingerbread. I love this one. This was beautiful. So I got through 5 of these so far and 1 of these. Now I don't put these on lightly. I feel like some people do, but they dissipate during the night really quickly. You know, if I wake up 2 hours later, it's pretty much off my lips. It's absorbed into the lips. So I like to really cake it on. And it actually helps to use it faster if you really put on a thick layer. You can also put it like in your elbows. I like to put it on my fingernails. It does make things stickier. But the nice thing is that you go through it a little bit faster. Now this is the original peppermint. The original one. And that's all I have left. All I have left. So I should get through this by the time that June is done. That is exciting. So what I've decided to do is I am going to finish this one up first. Then I have so many. I have all the special editions. Everybody gives them to me. You know, it's just a lot. I'll never get through them really in a lifetime. I'm not mad about it, but it's a lot. So what I plan to do is finish this one, which won't take me too long because I do put it on thicker. And then what I'm going to do is use some of the other ones that I have like 2 times a week. I'm going to use a different flavor just so I'm not stuck on the same flavor because it kind of gets depressing to be honest with you. So finish this one off and then I'm going to start the chocolate. And the reason why is the chocolate wasn't necessarily my favorite one. It smells really delicious, but here you go. That's how much is already out of it. I just want to start using this one because this one is one of the older ones in my collection. And so I kind of want to start using it. These last forever. I've never had one spoil. That being said, I just don't want to test the fates. So chocolate will be next. Yes, but that being said, 2 or 3 times a week, I'm going to go ahead and use another flavor just to mix it up a little bit. They won't be in the Project Pan, but just to make me smile a little. Not that these don't, but it's like if I have so many and I love novelty, I can't just stick to one for the full, you know, like 3-4 months that it takes to use them the way that I use them. I can't. I will go insane. So that is why I'm allowing myself that to keep my sanity. Okay, so next in line is Lancome, and I'm using that mixed with Missha. Everything rubs off on Missha. It's very weird. I don't know why. It just is. But I have 2 bottles of these, and it's not that I wouldn't use it again. I feel like the magic combination is for me to use this with this. It's just the perfect combination, and I want to get through the second one of these too with this because no foundation really works well for me. This is very cool tone, which I am a cool tone, but it goes on almost gray. And then with this, it kind of evens it out a little bit. I just feel like it's the perfect combination for me. There's nothing that really works for me just on its own. So I definitely want to measure these. This, it used to be filled, like puffed out like this. So now you can see it is like this. I think I'll be done with this in a couple months. Then I will start the second one. It's not that I won't buy another one. It's that I want to test some other things out as well. So that's kind of why I'm going about it that way. It's just my thing. So there you go. Now, to get some of these things out of the way, I have some fragrances. This is the Cashmere, and this used to be up to here. So this was all the way here. You see that? Now you can see it is on top of this. Now this is a very heady scent. I mean, this is not heady. It's more of a winter, fall kind of scent. So I've been wearing it more sparingly. I have like 2 more of these because everybody's like, oh, it's like hypnotic poison, which I love, but Dior has destroyed it. I'm going to flat out say it. It's a ghost of its former self. It lasts 30 minutes and then it's gone, which is unacceptable. So I was like, oh, you know, this smells nothing like it. I got this during COVID, you know, it's going down rabbit holes like we all did. It's not that it's bad, it's just not special. So for me, it just doesn't do much for me. So I'm just trying to get through that. It probably won't happen till the end of the year more, when fall comes back. But then we have this, and this is Cherry Smoothie from Zara. Now it was all the way here. See where it was here? I had this dropped all the way down to here. I don't much care for it. If I had known how difficult it was to get through it, I would have given it away to somebody who I don't know, because I think this is just too cloying for most people. It's just too cloying. But I'm going to keep pushing through. To be honest, I would never buy this again. I'm going to keep pushing through. It's okay. I put it on when I sleep. So then it's just like I don't really experience it. It's not that it's bad. It's just very one note. It's just cherry. It's just artificial cherry scent. And that's basically it. There's no complexity to it. There's nothing interesting to it, which is fine. I love a good gourmand. I love simple scents. I'm really big into scents. Actually, I have a different channel. It's called Musk in the Wind. You can go look that up if you're interested in perfume. I actually am a little bit more consistent on there than here because editing's a bit easier. But it's just not a good blind buy. Not a good blind buy. But I'm going to get through it, wish it well, and then we will move on with other scents that would make me happier at night when I'm trying to sleep. Now let's look at some eye creams. So this one from Glow Recipe, it was the like avocado eye cream. Done. What I love, they use real glass, not plastic, glass. Thank you. I love this. So it worked really well for me, actually. I ended up buying another one. I can't find it. I just bought it, but I gotta find it. I did end up buying another one. I won't put it in the project pan, only because it doesn't really make sense to have it there, because I'm just putting it in my regular rotation for now. So until I find something else. So this was to get rid of this one because it was older. So that's why. So we panned it. It is done. I am so thrilled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting in this new one, and it is a Revive. Yes, from, let me look at this. It's Revive Eye Serum from Beauty of Joseon. So it's a Korean brand. Now I did try this one before and I used it. Here's the thing. I've had this for about a year. I want to use creams that I can use every day. The problem with this is it's to revive the eye. I think there's retinol in it and something else, and it dried the heck out of my eyes. So I'm going to try it again, and if I see the dry eye again, I'm going to cut it down to only using it twice a week. I was using it every day because everybody's like, this is amazing. It dried out my eyes. It made them crepey looking. If that was the case, I'm going to try it again. but I want to get through it. But I wasn't impressed with it because of how it dried out my eyes. Maybe do a little bit more research to see how often you're supposed to use it, because it was intense. But I do want to get through this. People love it. I was like, I don't like what happened. But who knows? Who knows? Okay, another fragrance was this Beautiful Day by Bath and Body Works. Got it down to about here. Not a lot of progress, just because I'm just bored. So there you go. I need to quit doing the blind buy. So this I did get through. I think it was about up to here. I'm really going to try to push through this summer. What I love to do is, like, I'll use it not as a main body scent, but like if I work out in the middle of the day or something, and then I take a shower to wash off, I'll throw this on in between. It's just kind of a refresher. That's the way I use it. I'm not really big into body sprays like that. I really do prefer perfume, so I need to remind myself of that, but I'm really bad at reminding myself about that. I'm going to be good about reminding myself about that. Yes, so let's get into that skincare. I know I'm moving quickly because it's a lot. This, did not use it all. Lip scrub, didn't use it at all. The other thing that was body was this like body oil by Savon, and it was all the way at the top, so I used this much. This is more of a fall winter thing, and to be honest with you, it wasn't that bad. I was like, oh, this is really nice. It smells really good, but it's just really oily, and it settles in okay, but it leaves a film on top of the skin, and I don't want that on my couch. I don't want that in my clothing. I guess I'm just not an oil girl. Part of it is because I'm naturally oily because I have oily skin, so it's like not the world I want to live in, but that's okay. It works really well. It works really well. So, I don't want to get discouraged, but, there you go. So, Olay Henriksen. This is the Transformer Sheer Transformer Perfecting Moisturizer. So, this is actually very retinol or AHA, I think it is. One of the two. And I've been using it on my neck because when I used it on my face, it really caused irritation, and I have rosacea sensitive skin, so that wasn't good. So I'm like, I'll use it on my neck and décolletage, and look at that. It was almost filled all the way to the top, and I've made a huge dent in it. What I'm learning from this project is that creams last forever. I thought it would last 2 to 3 months. We're still going. Wouldn't buy this one again just because it's just a little bit too harsh, and I don't buy stuff specifically just for my neck. That's just not the way that I roll, but there you go. So what next? Okay, so this is the Triple C Facial Balancing Gel, and this is from Aesop. I think they say Aesop. I say Aesop. We'll agree to disagree. Oh my God, I've been using this 3 times a week. Oh my gosh, I will never get through this. You will never get through this if you buy this. You will never get through, nobody will get through this. I wish they did a smaller bottle, like half the size, because this was filled all the way to the top, and it's still filled all the way to the top. It works well. It's a little frustrating because when you put it on, it's thick like honey, and it eventually absorbs into the skin, but it takes a while. I use it at night. I don't like that. I wish it went on gentle, like not so sticky and in my face, like on my face, really sticky. I don't much care for it. It works really well, but I don't like the consistency, but it works really nicely. It does brighten the skin. It looks really nice. I just don't like the consistency, and it takes forever, and to spread it out, it doesn't spread nicely. You have to really, so I'll keep using it. I like what it does, but the consistency and the usability is a little bit more difficult than I love. Now, this one I have not used at all. No, it is the Immaculate Facial Tonic from Aesop. It's still halfway there. I keep forgetting it's there, so I got to move it in an area where I can see it. It's supposed to basically be like retinol, but it's more, it's made from mushrooms from my understanding. And they have like scientific backing that it actually works. I like it. It doesn't irritate my skin. I keep forgetting it exists. I have another bottle that was gifted to me. So I have to get through this so I can get through that. It works really nice. Well, I actually don't know if it works really nicely. I think you have to use it daily. But the thing is, I use retinol too, so it's hard to know which one was doing what. But it didn't irritate my skin, so that's a good thing. So there you go. So this one is the Oat In Calming Gel Cream, and this is a Korean brand, and I love this. I love this Oat In Gel Calming Cream. Now I have a lot of it. I added this in recently because it's been there for a while. I love this. This with this Hanyul, which is also Korean. My God, they work together so well. Even when I use retinol, I'll put these on afterwards, and my skin just feels gentle, and it's not red. It's very, it just works exceptionally well. There's parts, because I have rosacea, that are always have marks because they've been there so long. I would probably have to get laser surgery to have them removed, which I really don't want to do. It's expensive, but it would help with the situation. I don't think they're going to fade on their own at this point, but this keeps away the new bouts of it quite nicely. And this one doesn't have too much scent. Very light, very nice. I have oily skin, so this doesn't overhydrate. It just absorbs really well and hydrates enough, but it's like a water-based gel, so it doesn't cause like the oily in it. I love this. I love this. I'm gonna pan it, but I'm probably gonna buy it again. I bought a lot of products for rosacea, and these two together work so darn well that I'm like, ugh. Hanyul as well. It's a water cream, calming effect. This one does have a lot of fragrance. It is a very strong floral fragrance, like in your face, rose floral fragrance. But I'm getting through it, and it doesn't irritate my skin with the fragrance. I don't mind it, but I could see how others would. This works beautifully. Again, it's water-based for those who have oily skin. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I will pan both of these, and I will replace both of these, and then they won't be in the new one. But that's the reason why I'm doing this, is to get rid of products and then put things into my regular rotation. And my goodness, they are fantastic. Now, just know if you have rosacea, what works for me may not work for you. We're all individuals in general, and everybody's rosacea acts differently. That's why I have so many products for rosacea, finding the one and the mixtures that work. Those two so far are... So you may want to give it a try, but again, you know how it is. It sucks. We'll just put it that way. So then the next one is Advanced Snail 96. Yes, I have been going through this. I use this one quite a bit, but I only use it in certain areas, like on my eyes, especially when I was having problems with that one that really messed with my eyes. I really feel like it keeps it really moisturized and nice. And I'll use it kind of here on my forehead and T-zone a little bit more than my full face. So it's going to take a while to get through it, but I think it works really nice. But it does have that stickiness because it's snail stuff. It freaks people out. Doesn't freak me out. It freaks a lot of people out. I like what it does. I did see a difference for a while on certain parts of my skin, but now it doesn't work as well. You know, I don't have a lot of like big lines, but I have a few here and there. And for a while, it really made them disappear. And then now I'm using it, it's not. So maybe something else was. That's why I kept it, because I was like, wow. And now I'm like, But it still works okay. It still works okay. So you can't complain. So here is what I'm going to be adding. I'm adding a couple things into this. And this is the Ordinary, and it's the Retinol 2%. I've had this for a while. I have a couple of these. I need to get through these before they go bad. And they do go bad. You can tell when you smell. So I'm throwing this in for my retinol. I have this, and then I have another retinol product I got about a year ago. So I really want to get through this and then throw in the other one. I like this. I like this. I wish it was more than 2%. They have one that's like 5, I think, but the problem is it's in squalene oil, and I cannot do that with oily skin. I don't know why they don't do more, but whatever. With vitamin C and this, not on the same day. I alternate days, and then I take a break from everything, and then I do it again, alternate. It works really well. I have no complaints. Of course, I want the stronger, but you know, you have to get a prescription for it, which I used to have, but no longer because oily skin. There you go. So let's talk lip products. I haven't really done anything with the lipsticks that I've used. Everything that I put in there I really have not used, and I really have to start doing it, but I haven't. So it's hard to tell with these how much is in there. I've been using this one and the Warm Tone one from Marc Jacobs. These were brand new. I'm using them. They still smell great. They still work great. I'm gonna keep working on these because even though they smell great, eventually they're gonna go. They're lip glosses, but they're phenomenal. I love the formula of Marc Jacobs. I've heard they're trying to come back. I'm wearing it right now. It's phenomenal. They last a long time. They're pigmented. They last a long time. They stay on the lips nicely. It's one of the best gloss formulas. I'm not a big gloss person. I want to be with these. They need to bring these back because these really were phenomenal. My God, they're phenomenal. So this is what I was using more in the winter, was the Burt's Bees Mint Cocoa. My goodness, these last forever. I got one for Advent calendar from a friend. You will never get through these in a lifetime. I have 12. I just got to tell my friends no because it's too much. I put it on a couple times a day. Luckily, these things last forever because I'm sure there's tons of preservatives in them, which I'm fine with. I'm not a clean beauty kind of gal. But, it's a lot. It's a lot. I want to get through them. I thought I could get through them 1 or 2 months. That's what Project Pan teaches you, is that it's lies. You're not getting through anything that quickly. You're just not. That's what I'm learning. It's a valuable lesson. It is a huge valuable lesson. And I'm learning it. Okay, we're getting to the end here. Then I do have a powder. I have not been using it. I forgot about it. I just don't like to powder too much. I'm going to bring it back. It's here somewhere. I used it when I traveled to Chicago, and I rarely used it there. I was like, I guess I should because I have oily skin, but what I find when I use powder is that I put it on and it really doesn't stop the shine. It doesn't stop anything, and then it ends up looking like it just collects in my pores, and I don't have a lot of lines, but enough where it collects and makes it look worse. I don't like powder. I just don't like what it does for my skin. I never have, and it's just not my fave. So I don't know. I just quit buying powders. Maybe it's the powders I use just aren't really phenomenal for me. I don't know. But then we have the palette. So I am going to be honest. I rarely use this. This is one I'm going to be rethinking. I'm actually removing it from the project except for these 2 light shades eventually. When I bring this back in the project, I'm thinking very strongly about this. I'm going to remove these because I don't like black shadows. I don't use them. I don't like them. I'm too fair for them, and I don't do smoky looks that often. And this was just not good. This was just this weird kind of satiny. It's not good. It's just not good. I will try it again, but it really made me angry. So I would remove these 2 and go from there. A lot of these, some of these are special shades, but they're not really special. They have like sparkle in them, but they're really powdery. This is not the best. So I was getting frustrated because I've been going through a lot of single eyeshadows, and I will probably bring this back next year, but I needed to step away because it just was not bringing me happiness. I bring this up because I'm putting something else into the project. And what I'm going to do is I'm still going through this one. Not a lot of progress. Some. I would love to see a pan here in the next couple months. I use it quite a bit. I use it in my eyebrows to kind of just fill them out a little bit, and I'll use it on my eye, the mattes, and then I will put like a sparkly shade on top of it if it's an easy day. I've had this thing for years. This thing, years. So instead of this palette, what I'm going to do is I am going to put the natural palette in. This is the original, not the remake, the original. I've been using this to death. It's just easier because when I get through this one, I can use these colors, like within my eyebrow. I like to fill it in a little bit with powder. I do it very easy way. I don't care about eyebrows, to be honest with you. I just want to look presentable. I'm very low key like that. I don't want to get them done every 4 weeks. I'm too lazy. It's just not my lifestyle. It's like, I don't care if they look bad or not. I just don't. That's me. We all have our thing. So for me, I just do the bare minimum. But this is great because it has nice cool tones and it also has warm tones, but not too warm. Some of them have a little bit of that grayy kind of 90s tone. So it's more wearable for me because of that. I'm cool tone leaning towards warm tone, or a cool tone cool tone leaning towards neutral, so I can wear those warm tones. It's just, if it's too warm, but these are just perfect. And then I can use these and then put one like eyeshadow, single eyeshadow on top of it. And that's what I've been doing. I've been using this quite a bit. So I was like, if I'm using this one more than that other one, why don't I just put this into the project and get rid of this one? And then when this one is done, I have these to take over. Ding ding. That's the answer. That's the answer. Now this is where it gets fun, or at least I think it's fun. So let's talk about it. These are my blushes and I am quite proud. Let us take a look. So here's the Rimmel Berry that is older than, that's what I'm getting at. This is old. This will be studied. This should be in the Smithsonian. So there you go. I panned it more so. You can see how much I've panned this. So it just keeps getting better and better. I'll pop a picture that I'm pretty sure I have to the top showing where it was at 2 months ago. It's been a lot of work, but I've slowed down because it's spring and summer. This is very much for me a winter type blush because it is darker. This isn't very fresh and hey, spring, summer. So I've slowed down on this just because I have really fair skin. So this is a bit much. Same thing with this, because again, it has that grayish undertone. This is Kiko Milano, the number 2 one. I adore this, but I have 2 of them, so I want to get through one. I panned it. I finally got a little bit of pan showing. I didn't fully pan it, but I have a little bit of pan showing. I can't tell you how excited I was. Now this one works during all year round, but again, it's still with that grayish. I see it more as a fall winter. So I haven't been using it as much, but oh my goodness, I did it. I was so proud of myself. I was like, wow. So I've slowed down with these two. I've just slowed down because of the time of year. So what I decided to do to mix things up a bit, I have all 3 palettes from Patrick Ta, and these were the original ones. I have the original one that were all 3. This is the second one. The first one's phenomenal. I still have it. No issues with it going bad. It's perfect. The quality was wonderful. This one, not so much. You could tell that they switched out the ingredients. The original one was perfection. It was top of the line materials. This is more filler in it, less pigment, and these are just, it's all emollient. I can't say it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it feels like more filler. It feels like there's less pigment and it's just oilier. It's more filler. The original one was mwah, and then the second one went cheaper. I could tell the difference like that. It's disappointing when brands do that, but everybody does that, and it's just, I have a lot of his blushes, but I don't know if I'd buy them again with that, knowing that I want to try the ones that I have. I want to go through them all and I'll do a video. If they're like this, I won't continue buying them just because I don't think it's very good. But as far as this highlighter, like, what is this? First off, this is terrible. I think it's supposed to be put here and then you put this on top of it. It is terrible. It's just so bad. And on top of it, the first time I pulled it out, this dropped out. So I'm not going to use the highlighter most likely. I don't think it's good quality. I just don't. So I really don't have an interest in using that. So, and this I'm never going to use. It's just, why? Why? So these 2 things, I mean, I'll rethink this, but if I do, I'd pop it out and put it somewhere else. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use these because it's not going to take long to get through these summer. I'm also using a lot of different ones that I've bought just to review them. Those will be coming up. I love these type of blushes. I think they're easier to use, though I have oily skin, so they wear down quicker, so it's kind of a conundrum, but what do you do? I'm not going to get through these this year. So once I get through these, what I'm going to do is pull this and then pop these out, probably use a hair dryer, and then obviously these pop out really easily. So I just have to do the same on the bottom of that. And then I will put them into a separate container because I have like eyeshadow palettes. My goal is these. I want to pan these by the end of the year because they're going to start going bad. So this is my summer rotation. And then lastly, we are going to talk about my highlighter. I quit using the ColourPop highlighters. I had one specifically that I put in this project, but then I was like, let's focus on this one first. Remember Becca? I have so many Becca. Highlighters, and this was a tiny one. So what I'm going to do is finish this one and then use the two ColourPop ones. The ColourPop ones are a little bit more fluffy, so you get through it faster. It's more cushiony and puffier than this, which is more powdery and condensed. So there it is. I know, I'm so excited. Look at that. Look at that. So some would consider this panned. I want to consider it panned. I really do, because I'm kind of tired of the one color. And I really want to start using the ColourPop because I think they'll go faster. But I still have some around the rim, as you can see, still there, and it still works. So I'm going to use this through June. We will use it through June, and then after June, even if there's a little bit left, I'm saying adios to it because I want to be done with it. Period. I want to be done with it. So it shall be. So I'm going to finish this up. If I can't get it and it starts being clunky and when you go around it's not working correctly, then I'll just be done. But this is basically panned. But, you know, we'll let it live through June and then say adios and bring ColourPop into it. But I did it. I am pretty darn proud. Pretty darn proud. So let's look at this. Not the most phenomenal progress, but considering I'm not a huge project panner on here and just started really focusing on it this year because I want to get through stuff. This I'm going to pull out because no, it can't have its glory yet. But to get through 6 of these, 5 of these, which they're small and they were of varying levels, and then 1 of these, to get rid of 6 of these makes me joyous and happy. To get rid of this makes me joyous and happy. To almost get rid of this makes me really joyous and happy. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really, really excited to get rid of these things. And I think if I just keep going, by the next time I check in, I think I could probably get through this and this and this. Let me double check. Yeah, so I can definitely get through these 3 things. I really hope to, I know it's kind of sad because this didn't stay in that long. I just put it in. I really hope to keep getting through this. I was hoping to pan more. I thought it would be a lot easier than it is. It really makes you take into consideration how long it takes to get through things. Which, certain things I don't care. Like if I have an eyeshadow palette, I'll take it, I'll use it till the day, you know, my time comes. You know, I'll be, God bless if it happens, 98 years old, going, you know, fine. That's great. I don't care. Just use sanitizer. It's not sanitizer, but you can use like alcohol, rubbing alcohol. I have a sprayer that I use, and I just spray it on top, let it sit, air out. You don't want to soak it. Just a light spray, and it kills everything on top. Wash your brushes, you're good. I know freaks some people out, I don't care. Eyeshadow palettes and blushes that aren't creams will last forever if you put them in a good environment and you take care of them. I stand by it, so I don't care. I will keep using them, and with no shame. So there you go. But it's you know, the liquids are a little bit different. Perfumes I don't worry about, but like creams and stuff you want to get through. So lipsticks you want to get through. It's just, it's a lot. I have a lot, and I need to have less. And I'm learning a lot. So there you go. That is my project pan for May 2025. I hope to have even better news in June 2025 as I keep pushing, because it's very addictive. And once you start panning things, you start realizing this is kind of fun. But you don't want to neglect the rest of your collection either, because this is a very little amount compared to what I have. But it's been really an eye-opener and also a pleasure to get through that stuff, because these are just things like these that that would be taking up space. Once I get them down, I can just, it's so nice. Yes, it isn't that much space, but it's enough where you're like, oh, I can breathe a little. I can't explain the feeling, but it's phenomenal. I love it. So we're going to keep doing that. And also getting through these. You know, I don't like the different sizes. I have my little collection over there. Excuse me, I had a cough. I had my little collection over there. And I want them all the same size. I want them all to be this size. I do. And even this one is a little bit taller than the rest of them. I just want it to be uniform. I want that uniformity. I just love that. So it's just, I'm loving where it's going. Very addictive. So anyway, yes, that is my May 2025. I hope if you're doing a project, it's treating you right and you're feeling good about it. And if you have a little bit of a downfall and that you don't get through what you want or you've kind of forgotten about it, you can jump back in at any time. It's okay. You know, that's what I'm finding. It's like certain things I'm not using or I'm getting tired of, and that's okay, because it tells you maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this product, it's time to let it go if you're having that much resistance. And that's kind of what I'm learning. So it's a great project to kind of make you see things a little bit differently with what you have in your collection. But with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.